Right. What up? What up? What up? You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Long time no see. This quarantine is crazy than the motherfucker. But it, you know what I mean? The good family at LSCD. You know what I mean? The one and only big homie Jersey 420 chef with the most amazing right hand in the land.
It's your girl Madam Money, aka Trap. I just want to say before we start off, I'm with a couple bad bitches that have ripped the party. Jersey QB, I'm Nick Labardi, nigga. Let's go. It's a lot going on.
Yeah. Before we even jump off on this one though, like real talk, because I actually heard his voice today, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Fred Da Godson, yo. Like that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's real, man. Y'all better take this shit serious, you know what I mean? Like stay in the house, you know what I mean? Wash your hands, you know what I mean? Wash it, you know what I mean? Wash your ass, brush your teeth, you know what I mean? You know, that's my motto. But yo, it's really, really serious. Like a lot of people don't want to take it serious. You know what I mean? The government is releasing people, saying people can go back out in the public.
Stupid.
And please stay home, yo. Please stay home.
They are homeless. Absolutely necessary unless you've been commissioned to go outside. You feel me? If you've been commissioned to go outside, go ahead because everybody gotta maintain their livelihoods. If it's unnecessary, if you's a bum bitch, stay in the fucking house all this time, dog. That's it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. But,
it's all good.
Yeah, please stay in the house, keep it together.
Just for real, just relax. All right. But just to speak on Fred Da Godson real quick, you know, he was trying to reinvent his career. We had just reviewed one of his albums called Training Day. Like, yeah, we ain't over here posing nothing like that. We really wasn't a fan of the work. Yeah. But he had so much other things coming out, and since we've heard was getting so many bits and pieces of him in verses since he had went up with Trust and stuff. We're going to get into a couple of those things. It's just really crazy to see somebody that was in the game so long trying to reinvent themselves, getting themselves back in the game, and then, you know, all of a sudden they pass away. So heartfelt condolences to all the family, friends, and fans of Fred Da Godson. You feel me? Like I'm hoping everybody is now, like, you know, going back and listening to his work and knowing that the real rhyme god that he is, because he is a spitter. He's a freestyle nigga.
Punchline dude, for real.
You feel me? I had the pleasure of seeing him at the Benny the Butcher concert. They had brung him out and stuff like that. He spit a couple verses, like, just, you know, you never know what's gonna happen, whatever. I didn't even think about it at the time, like Fred Da Godson, but you know, you feel me? But you know, at least I just looked at him one time before all of this happened. You know, like I said, all blessings to all parties involved concerning him, especially the fan. That's right. All right, Jersey. Man, nigga, I'm telling everybody, nigga, grab your pencils, get your motherfucking earphones, cause this shit about to go down. Ransom. We're gonna start with Ransom. Ransom album. The producers, the director's cut part.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ is what it should be called. It should be called Ransom Jesus Christ. Now, what's your first thoughts of
Ransom? Tough. Like I really enjoyed it. Like, understand, like right now I feel like the game is starting to kind of low-key get saturated with a certain type of sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, we've always talked about this. I've always talked about like the death of trap music, so on and so forth. Well, it's not necessarily the death of it, but it's not the top subgenre anymore. Now it's starting to revolve back into that 90s essence, golden era feel, that New York gritty grind, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The dirty boom bap, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that coming back. And like, as soon as I heard this, it was hella refreshing. But what was more refreshing was his bars. Like, his bars was like, oh man, like it was very appreciated. Like first, second song, because you know, when you sent me the link, the first thing I did say, I sent you right back the song. I was like, listen, yo, this thing going in, like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I mean, it's just that, you know, I mean, it was short, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people getting in the habit of, you know what I mean, putting out like increments of music, I guess. I don't know, because I know people making more than 6-7 songs at a time. Like, you know what I mean? I know people keeping like 24 to 30 in the tuck, but you know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, what he gave was definitely worth it. Like, I mean, please this is the one to tap into. Like, you know what I mean? I was fucking with it. Like like how do you feel about it?
This is one of
because you said the production was
the
fire.
production.
Like,
Shout out to Nicholas Craven. Like shout out to Nicholas Craven. Totally
whoever that is,
every track. He's actually a producer from Canada. He's from Quebec. I did my research on Nicholas from But also too, he had tweeted that all like little cuts and music switches and stuff. That was all Ransom.
Yeah.
That was all Ransom. Cuts,
good call.
switches, and those ideas and stuff like that. So basically, he was the one who technically put it together, but it was all Ransom sound. Yo, is this the same Ransom from the 18? My nigga, like, is this Ransom and Hitchcock? Like, is this the same nigga? I'm just asking. Yes, it is. But,
yeah, see, like, this is what I'm thinking, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people to fit in with cliques, you got to write a certain way or to seem like you with the squad, you know what I mean? But when you solo dolo and it's just on you, you can put out whatever you want to put out. And if we just hearing the true him, man, listen, like, yeah, keep going.
Got to go back a little bit. You feel me? Got to go back, got to divulge into his work because he's putting out work. We just might not be aware of it, or not aware of it. They haven't hit the radar or something like that. So that's one thing. This quarantine, like, have you really sitting there and getting involved in people's music. The track "Inglorious Bastards" featuring Ito. I mean, Ito, like that verse, Ito's verse on this, dog. That's a contender for me for best verse of 2020 so far. Like, we're gonna put that in the top. We're gonna put that up there with Hove's. With whole
because I'm thinking
we're gonna put that up there with Royce the 5'9", the Overcomer. We're gonna put that up there with these things because the way he breathes onto this is stuck and without Ito's
I got a couple verses. I got a couple verses for like verse of the year, like Elzai's on there. He got one for professionals.
Wow.
Like, it's a couple people that snuck in there, so yeah, but this one was up there. Like, Inglorious Bastards was the one. I was like, yo,
it was so surprising.
You like, yo,
it was no features listed. It was no features listed when you go look. So you really listen to it. Shay Noir's was on this album.
Yeah, she was on the last track. Yeah, I love her verse. Yeah.
Fire.
I love her verse.
That's pretty, my mom used to put the Vaseline on. Yeah, okay, girl. You feel me? I see you. This was like so surprising. So salute to Ransom. Keep doing what you gotta do. You feel me? This is one of those EPs that is album worthy on the low. Like just the sound that's involved with it. It's definitely album worthy. If he had like 5 more songs on there, this would have been like, okay, this could be an album. Yeah, if you would have just closed it out, just like that, crazy. But definitely up there with the EPs of the year. Definitely worthy of a listen, whether you're familiar with him or not. You know what, Jersey? It's been a crazy vibe going on like this last week in hip hop and stuff like that. Everything is like, this infused jazz and this, that, and the third. Skyzoo dropped the project, The Bluest Note. Yes. You feel me?
Yes.
I could go on because he got a track on there where he shouting every Brooklyn hood street thing I've ever been on in my life, and he's speaking on facts, and it's like, he's talking about gentrification and what they're doing and how he used to run the streets, and this used to be Brooklyn. It's like, damn, this is like one of these quintessential Brooklyn tracks he's happened to sit here and put on here. What do you feel about this? Because I know, like, you was a Skyzoo head, like.
Right. So, shout out to Skyzoo. Like, I fuck with him on IG and follow him on IG, and he has a lot of like jazz Sundays. Like, he always throws some type of cut, like puts people on to something like of a jazz influence. Like, he shows his passion for jazz. And I'm right along with him. I love jazz. I'm a fan of trumpets, especially, especially in hip hop. Like, we sample a lot of jazz, the drums, a lot of the pacing, the BPMs, everything. Like, jazz is so much of an influence. So for him to create this album, and he worked with some dudes over in UK, for this one. Like, it was an overseas type album. So, he was trying to put this project together for a while, but for it to come together like this, and just to be a different sound and a different vibe, it's hella refreshing. Like just like I said, like, a lot of people are trying to get in a certain pocket, And Skyzoo kind of operated and been in that pocket for maybe the last 18 years. You know what I'm saying? That nostalgic East Coast sound. Like he was responsible, and he was like one of the people on the forefront doing it. Like when he was coming up, he was rocking with Sean P. And you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Sean Price. He's gone now, but you know he done transferred over. Now he's pretty much like the leader, because like Griselda was GFR and they was fucking with him before they blew up. Like, you know what I mean? Like Sky was giving them their first look. Like so. Like, so all of this is like, all of the time it is making sense with him having, you know what I mean, such an instrumental influence in that sound, along with Rock Marcy and all of them, you know what I mean? Now he's branching out and trying something new, and it's beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? It's expanding the horizons of hip hop. Like, you gotta appreciate it. Like,
it's crazy. If you just look back at these last 3 bodies of work he's given us, it's Celebration of Us, Retropolitan, and now this. Look, this is like a real crazy, just like trio to me. And you know, some of this not even his best work. So it's like, you know, it's really just, here we go again, just saying refreshing to see people stepping outside the box. They don't want the underground to be convoluted with that same sound. You feel me? Because across genre, subgenre, hip hop, everything could get convoluted and get washed out and get watered down real fast. And they're very, 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 very invictive in they're being very insightful in what they're doing, progressing this type of underground sound along. Like, hey, listen, we might not be going in that mainstream direction, but we're going in this other direction, and it's just showing the dexterity of their rhymes. Like Skyzoo, I don't even understand this. Like, you sound so flawless on this album.
Yeah, the rap
is no bad spot, and it's so short though. Again, 6 tracks. You feel me? Just coming out the blue. But you know, for me, you know, I'm a trap nigga. I like trap music. I like the club bangers. I like this and that. To sit here and listen to this and like to be chill, and like it was still amped. I was still amped because
the pace of the
right. You know, that's a huge thing for me, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can entertain me in your realm. You're doing a great thing. So salute to Skyzoo, Matt. Every track on there, you know what I mean? You just bump it straight through and then you bump it again, dog. That's all. I
like it. I like that. Right? I like that.
Okay. The next album we have on the list is, you know, coming from Quelle Chris. I want to make sure I pronounce his name right all the time. Quelle Chris, Innocent Country 2. Him and Chris Keys. Jerky. What is this coming from? Now, all right, we know Quelle Chris, he had one of the best albums last year with Guns. You feel me? It has the fucking track Guns is like something like a mind-blowing track for me. Like, I pull up, she was right in the mouth. Like, you saying this, man, smooth. I love it. This was such a crazy dope vibe right here on this album. It is, man, it's too much. How you felt about it? I don't know how
many times I texted you. Like, we would have random conversations that wasn't.
You just say that shit out of the blue. Like,
out of the blue, like, yo, that close like, go hard. Like, that shit go.
We talk about this sky is blue, nigga. You talk about Quelle Chris.
Listen. So like, it's definitely a contender for album of the year for me.
That's a fact.
Definitely a contender for the album of the year. Like, I was like thoroughly impressed. Like, I didn't know what to expect. This album is beautiful. Like, and it's crazy to describe an album that way, but I couldn't skip it. And listening to it through its entirety, man, it is like so soulful, soul spirit. Like, it's beautiful music. It's a different vibe. It touches on something different, and it touches on so many different things. The buy a black bottle, that song, that vibe, that heater. But then you got Black Twitter, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Sacred Safe, you know what I mean? Like, I can go on and on. Rituals, I love Rituals, even though it wasn't a song. Like, that was a piece, like that was peace, you know what I mean? That was dope. Like that, album of the year, album of the year contender for me. Very strong, up there with the professionals. Like, that shit, like,
put so much work into this album. It's so thoughtful. It's woke. It's like, it's woke. It's right there. It's not like, it's not no playthings. Like, these people ain't fucking playing with you when it comes down to the craftsmanship of what they're doing. Like when it comes
Right.
down to this, you know, it's just like mind blowing. There's a couple features on there. Pink Seafood, Safu, you feel me?
Yeah,
Always,
Pink. Yeah, see,
it's
yeah.
always nice to see him around. Stuff like that. Earl Sweatshirt is also on
Word.
this album with Make It Better. Grease from the Elbows is the Pink Seafood track, whatever.
Yeah,
And
that track is hard track.
and it's, yeah, you know, I kind of got confused in the beginning because it was like the intro, the outro, but then this song came on, Jersey, and here we go again, you know, over here at LSCD, I'm always up to no fucking good. I want to introduce for all my dance heads, you know what I mean? People who like to get down, cut loose, you stuck in the house, quarantine, take 2 sips, try to do the LSCD Living Happy Challenge off
Word.
Quelle Princess in the sick country too. Now, you know what I mean? He's shouting out a couple of tracks, this third track on the album. He's shouting out a couple of dance moves in succession, and I instantly thought of trying to put that out there for our listeners. We always giving the rappers a chance to do something. I want to give everybody else a chance to, you know, participate and show their ass
Word.
up and stuff like that. I'm gonna run through the dances real quick. What's going on here now? All right,
This shit's so fucking many, yo.
if you's a dude, okay, you don't do the first 4 moves. You leave that for the bitches. Get a partner. All right, but it goes like this: face down, ass up, face down, ass up, doodle brown, rock steady, chicken head, bust a jerk, hit the jet, cabbage patch, buck head, butterfly, tootsie roll, lean with it, rock with it, do the jerk, hit the bubble, Pee-wee Herman, Charlie Brown, Razor Roof, Running Man, Roger Rabbit, Dougie Dance, Stanky Leg, Cat Daddy, do the ambulance. I gotta look that one up. I don't even.
Bruh, I was
know
like, yo, it's like, yeah, I had to see how, I was like, how many?
I did not give it no
know?
justice. I thought I was gonna come in here smooth and say it like they did on the hook, but no, I didn't do that at all right here. So out of this fucking 22,000 dancers that's here, either try to do them all together for us over here at LSCD, or you know what I mean, pick a couple, but make sure that the track is playing in the background. Make sure that you're using the track when you do this. Use the hashtag LSCD Living Happy. I'm gonna try it. You feel me? I'm like, you know what I mean? I know I'm a cat.
Good luck. I can't, because you started naming Charlie Brown. I was like, yo,
I'm saying do some
like,
homework. Everybody knows how to do the fucking you know what I mean, Pee-wee Herman, the Cabbage Patch, dog.
yo,
I don't want to see no niggas ass up, face down, ass up in it. I'll do that part for
this 2020. You gonna see it. You know you gonna see it.
I don't want to see that. Just like I don't want to see niggas in fucking female Jordan drops. All right, I don't want to see nobody doing the first part of this, but everything else after that, go for it. All right. So salute to Uncle Chris putting out another body of work so strong in the next year over and stuff like that. So all right, we're gonna get into, you know what I mean, like I said, we've been going for a little while. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty of certain things nobody has heard, even though they have been asking us for our Westside Gunn Pray for Paris review. Now, Jersey, how do you feel about this?
It's songs on there. There's songs on there that I like. I know he like. I don't want to sit up like he. I feel like it was rushed. I feel like this album was rushed. It sounds rushed. It sounds rushed to me. I'm sorry. It sounds rushed to me. Production was dope. I like a lot of the production on there. You know what I mean? You got Al on there. Jay Versace. Shout out to Jay Versace. He came through with a heat rock that he gave. So you know what I mean? He gave a preview to, but I didn't know it was going to be that. You know what I mean? But his production on there, his speeches on there. You had Gibbs on there, like the Gibbs song was so dope. You know what I'm saying? But it just, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It didn't sound all the way completely like it didn't sound like it should have. Like, you know what I mean? Like
it didn't sound full like a Supreme Valente or whatever. It didn't sound even full as my God is an awesome God. You know what happened here? And you know what I mean? And like, first and foremost, I don't want nobody to sit here and say, I don't fuck with Westside Gunn. I don't like Westside Gunn. You're fucking bugging. You feel me? He's one of the exciting artists and the most, like, you know, inspired artists we have that took a different direction using all the wrestling and this, that, and third. What happened on this album, he got too many ideas put together. He didn't pull back any. So it's coming through kind of crazy, because not only do we have the clips of what we know from him, like the wrestling clips on ends of tracks, we also got like him in the field talking fiends and this, that, and the third going on here. And in between all of that, he's trying to elevate his sound to a more mainstream level, but he's not placing himself right on these tracks. He's not placing the bars right. Everybody is swimming around him on this album. Wale is swimming around him on this album. Tyler, the Creator, swimming around him on this album. Joey Badass is swimming around him on this album.
Joey,
so
man.
The only people that's keeping the level up is his crew. It's Benny and Common. Common gave us like a crazy verse on one of these tracks. I don't want to misquote it or whatever have you, but it's just absolutely nuts. Another thing too I wanted to get into, I thought I was gonna see like maybe a peek or a sneak peek for the female artist they signed, Amani Caesar.
Yeah, I remember.
Did you see her on here? I thought this was a perfect opportunity just to put her somewhere, like, you know, a hook or something, try to introduce us to her. I don't know how they're gonna fully put her into the game. The tracks that I like the best on here, to be honest with you, was Eurostep. I like the Eurostep the best. And it's because he's breezing on this. He's spitting on this. He's rapping. He's actually showing you. I don't know if everybody remember when he dropped that mixtape that he supposedly had did in 2008, Flies Nigga in Charge.
Yeah.
So he's just rapping. He was just rapping. This was a little, you know what I mean? This was a little ode to that. And this is the West Side Gunn I need to see when he's on people's features, when he feels like he can destroy the third
fucking album of him doing that. Yeah.
I mean, if he can do that and bring it fresh up to date and keep that speed. It was a track on here too that the beat overcame my nigga too. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was Pop with Pop Smoke, but the beat got away from that nigga, which he usually do little tricks and shit like that don't happen. Shit started running a little fucking circle around him too. I was totally disappointed. I was like, dog, you shouldn't even have put this out here because the beat got totally away from you. I do want to ask everybody, show your knuckles, because on Eurostep, he was popping all this bullshit. I do want to show real quick.
Yeah, you got the knuckles.
Your knuckles and shit like that. I do want to say I got scars on my knuckles because I broke a shorty tooth with the left. Let's just get it.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
But it's all good.
If he did a whole album, if he really did a whole album of Eurostep rapping now, yeah.
Because everything was there. The beat was on. He was on. He was
rapping his fucking ass off. Like,
it was nuts.
That's a fat ass. And it's not. It sounds like an incomplete song, but it's still so fucking dope. That's the one I've ran that back. I wasn't going to mention it,
but he still didn't finish the track. You feel me? He still did that shit at the end that he does where he fucking gives up. Like, stop giving up on the track.
Yeah, talking shit. Yeah, like, oh man, yeah. Anyway. Yo, like, West Side Gunn, I fuck with you. Like, I had a conversation with somebody, you know what I mean, of why I fuck with them so hard, even though, you know what I mean, a lot of their music sounds like a lot, you know what I mean, a lot of people are following their sound. I told the person that, like, they literally rap my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck a lot of shit. I don't say a lot of shit about what I do, but a lot of shit that they say, I align with. And the person on the other line was like, you were so fucking right. Like, they told me, like, you know what I mean? So I really
it's real shit. Is like, if you grew up on the come up, or you from our era, because these niggas is our age. They ain't no young niggas.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. You know what I mean? They in their right lane and stuff like that. If you grew up on the come up, it's something that any one of them could say at any time. It's completely relatable because you've seen it. You've seen it with your eyes. Whether you did it yourself, you've seen it happen, and you've seen it happen in the community and everything like that. So, you know, I definitely get that. I do want to bring up real quick because it was like, you know what I mean? When the album dropped, it does have a moving artwork that was on Tidal. Oh, we only deal with Tidal over here, so we saw a moving artwork. First time I ever seen a moving artwork like that was when the Weeknd dropped. You know what I mean? Give you these influxes and stuff. But they had censored the artwork, which had brought up this conversation of our guy at Off-White, Virgil. You feel me? Making this album cover for West Side Gunn, and it was like, oh, you're trying to take away from the black man's vision and stuff like that. Dog, this is a classical painting that was already dead. If Virgil was commissioned to do this, all he really did was take West Side Gunn's jury, put it on David, that's the head of Goliath and stuff like that. When it comes down to things like that, like, know what the fuck is going on before you just sit here and try to say, like, you know what I mean? Virgil did not sit there and paint that classical painting. That shit was from 1605. Just go, let's get it, let it go. And people need to learn to use their words better, like the fucking West Side Gunn. He might not even know that shit wasn't made by him fully, but who the fuck knows? All right.
What?
Since we staying in with Griselda, Benny the Butcher dropped a single, Mob. That shit is kind of knocking. I believe it's called Mob. I didn't even write it down, but
Yeah.
that shit was kind of knocking. What you thought about that?
I think, you know, Benny's trying to get he's trying to capitalize on with the success that everybody got, and is trying to branch out, which is kind of smart. You know, strike while the iron's hot. I don't know how it's going to pan out in the future. You know what I'm saying? With like doing things like this and opening up new ventures and opening up new lanes, you need space and opportunity to do shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to travel and hit radio stations, and everything is by camera. So I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a dope song, but I don't know if it's a push that he necessarily want to make right now. I would like I don't know. I think they just need to focus on them still. You know what I mean? Develop that sound a little bit more though. Like, that's
you know, it's crazy when
it
comes down to everybody there have their own individual sound. We know that Conway's debut album is coming out real soon. He just dropped Lulu. We really didn't fuck with Lulu. He's supposed to have another project coming out too in between his debut album. Why do all of this? I don't really be understanding their business tactics over there. You feel me? Like that. When it comes down to Benny though, Benny's sound is solid in my eyes. Every time you hear him, especially, you know, after Tanner Talk 3, which a lot of people got put on to Griselda by, a lot of people got put on to Benny Butcher by. After that, he has his own sound that's a polished street drug lord thing. Like I always say, like, you know, Benny is the connect. West Side is the young little shooter nigga, and Conway he the one that's peeping the whole scene, and you know what I mean, he's whispering in everybody's ear. That's how I like, you know, how I try to define them and stuff like that. But this was a banging project. Now we know we're gonna get a Drake feature on Benny's next project. You feel me? It's been put out there. Complex has said it. So the Double XL magazine, they had mentioned that, you know, Benny and Drake have been passing tracks back and forth. So I don't know if one does Benny take a soft approach on one for Drake, and did Drake takes a hard approach for Benny on the other one, or they come?
Benny has to take the soft approach, because ain't nobody gonna respect a tough Drake approach on a Benny track. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna respect that.
Yeah, you're right. See, now this is something I always wanted from Benny the Butcher. Always wanted a soft track. Always say he need to be on somebody's R&B remix. He need to be this and that and the third. And he kind of tried to do that with the track with Russ, but you know what I mean. That was Russ. That was a plus. Fucked up what they did. That was really fucked up what they did over there. And Benny, he should have really aligned himself with that right there to do that. Especially when he got something laying in wait like a Drake there to work with him. Like as much as niggas want to hate on Drake, but this shit is gonna be amazing to see. So I just, you know what I mean. Won't talk about that. I still feel like Benny has the best discography out of everybody. I don't care what y'all be talking about. You so say? Oh, also too, I did want to ask on the last track for Pray for Paris. It was a tap dancing solo on the back of that. On the last time it was a tap dancing solo on the track from Carter Williams. I don't know if everybody remember when Westside Gunn and Rock Marciano was in Paris and was performing for Virgil's Off-White show. It was a guy tap dancing. This is the same guy. This is the same guy on there. So that's why this Pray for Paris concept in my mind, like it could have been stronger. It should not have just been you like floating around Paris. But you know, all right, we're gonna leave Griselda alone. You feel me? We love you guys all day and night. Got enough respect for y'all. We just want to see y'all do better than what the fuck be going on out here in the streets. So all right. You know what? Let's talk about Uncle John. All right, now this like a lot of like this is something I'm having a problem with in the underground right now is the marketing tactics. Like if you're not a true like follower or fan, and even if you are, you will miss work. You will miss work from that. Everybody's not familiar with all the platforms that they really use to get their music out there. Everybody's not really up on Bandcamp. Like I said, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be up on a Bandcamp. I wouldn't even have confidence to go on a Bandcamp. You feel me? And look at how much of a music head I am, and I wasn't even turned on to that until about the last year and a half. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you know, I'm having a real problem with the underground and their marketing skills. Like, you can't rely just on social media, like things like Twitter and fucking Instagram and stuff like that just to promote your album. You need to, you know what I mean? You need to spend a couple dollars on marketing. There's other places, there's other sites and stuff like that that people use that they don't use social media, but they read about hip hop. They want to know about releases and stuff like that. You got to make sure your work is out there. I go on right now on the low, and this is just some media shit. Right now on the low, if you want to know what releases is coming out, it's only one place you can find it. That is hiphopdx.com. They are the one that will give you releases.
Do they do everybody though? Do they really cover everybody, like mainstream and underground?
They will try to if they know about it. Now, if they know about it, they will put it on there, because as soon as something released, they'll sneak it in there. But I don't know if everybody remember the old Trackmasters website and stuff like that. They would tell you everything that was coming out, what was going on, what was designed. That's something that's not really out there, and that's something I'm gonna really start sticking and trying to do here for LSCD. Let you know what's up and coming, because it's really hard to get all this shit together. But back to the music. Uncle John dropped two projects.
Yeah.
One I can't pronounce. Can you pronounce it? Mahamudra.
Yeah, I can't. I wanted to holler at him to get a proper pronunciation, but I can't. But y'all see it in the description, the spelling and all that. Yeah.
Yes. How did you feel about that?
I you know, like, it was dope. You know what I mean? I like his vibe. You know what I mean? He has some of that gritty, grimy, like, gives me that RZA feel sometimes to, you know what I mean, with his music, you know what I'm saying? Like them dust beats, and you know what I mean, he just talks that grime, you know what I mean, that filth. You know what I mean? Muddy Tim music, you know what I'm saying? So it was pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how long he's been sitting on this music, and you know what I'm saying, for him to put it out the way that he did. And that was a question because of the way that was sounding, you know what I mean?
I want to talk to you about that. I'm glad you brought that up, because one of these is a full concept album called The Face of Jason. And they have every track is named after a monster or a villain. It's Jason breathing throughout these tracks on everything like that. But I heard Mahamudra first, and I heard this same like going on there. Then when I got to The Face of Jason, that's going on, and I'm like, dog, you had two separate projects here. You should have been able to separate it, or you know what I mean, left one out and stuck to one thing.
It
kind of was like, I looked at him like, yo, dog, you being really lazy. You're really not in no press to put out two bodies of work. Or who you trying to keep up with, I don't know, because everybody who's into you is happy when you drop regardless. Like, you for me, you know what I mean? If you into him when he drops, you always check him out. You always give him a listen. He's in the same lane with, like, you know, the Hush Kingpins and a couple other artists is like that, where, you know, they don't have to keep up in the microwave ever. They can put out solid work, because you know what I mean, they could definitely do that. Off of that first project though, I did like Rod Strickland. That was the first joint on that. You feel me? I'm like, okay, this is why I got excited. I'm like, you named this shit gotta be jumping like Rod Strickland. Like, you feel me? You gotta understand what's happening here. Then he had one Mitt Romney, Victoria's was on Jason and stuff like that. Your boy Fly Anakin was on Count Dracula though, off Face of Jason. I also like the Nebula too, between those two projects. So you feel me, Uncle John, just keep up your work. Like, you know, I'll be out here fighting for you. I don't know if you ever see this or whatever, because a lot of people, they, you know what I mean, they don't respect the craft or how you be coming with it. But I do. Jersey does. Jersey is the one who put me up on you before we even started doing podcasts together. Like, you feel me? We just sat down one day and was like, you know, fucking 50 hottest artists. Nobody don't fucking
Wow, yo, that was a dope ass list though.
I got everything. I keep everything, dog. So, like, and then we just started coming across. So as these people come up on the radar, I make sure I listen to it. You know, you know what I mean? I'm stop right fucking here. All right, I gotta salute Jersey. I gotta salute you, Jersey, and anybody who fuck with me and have respect for my music opinion. Y'all have to give this man right here that same respect and listen to his voice for real, though, because this is somebody right here who is fully this is life, like this is he's involved in it, engulfed in the culture. It be a lot of things like over the years that we know, because we know each other a while, but you know what I mean, that it'd be like, you know, it's a give and a take, but the things that you be putting me up on, I'd be like, wow, you know, I would have never fucking listened to this if it wasn't for Jersey. So a lot of these artists I'll be out here vouching for, better fucking thank Jersey. So thank you, Jersey. I'm gonna thank you.
Nah, thank you, man. I just appreciate you, you know what I mean? Being receptive, you know what I mean? You authentic and genuine, like you authentic and genuine with the purpose of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate, you know what I mean, being able to have healthy conversations, because you know how it go. Like people don't try to go beyond what people tell them to listen to, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I hate trying to keep up with the standards of what everybody else is doing. I like being different and being outside the box. So
that's the only place to leave fucking bump heads out all the time is that, you know what I mean? I maintain this level, you be on this other level, but it's all just out of our sheer admiration for hip hop and the music and the craft and lifestyle, all attached. So I was gonna stop right there, but about to get into it right back into it. Everybody has 2 or 3 projects that we talking about here. Here we go with 38 Speech, 1,000 words. Dog, there's so much going on here. We also gonna talk about the Army of Trust 2 is all in there. That's the one. Fred Da Godson is so much fucking music. It's crazy. I don't know. The 1,000 words I really liked that. To be honest,
I did too.
Yeah, it was a couple tracks on there and stuff like that. I found out late. I don't know why I'm finding out about these things late. It's really annoying me that something could drop and I follow you. I'm a fan of you, and either nobody that follows you is supporting you by retweeting it so that it'll be seen again and again or whatever, or where this thing's at. It's really bothering me. Like, dog, everybody should just let me know when the fuck the music is dropping. Let me in Jersey know for real, because that shit don't make no sense.
Out of nowhere, like it's crazy. It's very annoying to go and try to hear something. You like, I gotta listen to something new. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's out of. I don't know. I don't get it no more. I need music to go back to being released on Tuesdays. Please.
You gotta go to the fucking store. Like, okay, we all know everything come on Thursday night, but they are not giving us everything like how they would be giving us. Like, they're not letting you know. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to be something out there just for the underground, just for us, whatever. And y'all really focus on that, because it's crazy as hell. It took for 38 Spesh to fucking listen. I said his name right. Just how frustrated I am. For 38 Spesh to motherfucker drop a project, and I don't find out about it till about fucking 3 or 4 days later. It's a fucking disconnect, dog.
Big.
My man's big. Like, I don't get this, so it's crazy.
Hey, title. Let's go ahead and get something in the wave, because y'all be knowing. How about, like, if we like an artist, a favorite artist, y'all give us some kind of notification to let us know they dropping something soon. Like, as soon as y'all find out, let us know that they find it, like that they dropping. That'd be dope as a fuck. That'd be so dope.
Write it down so when they use it, we can go back, you know, ask for that check. We need that time check, that badge. So it's all good. But yes, 38 Speech, 1,000 words, Army of Trust 2.
Yeah, Lax was my shit. Lax with Ito. Ito had a dope ass verse on Lax. And
they got it. They got it. Fleelo over there, Graph over there, Planet Asia as usual. Hey, I want to know who is G4 Jag. Who is G4 Jag? Now, he was on a couple of these projects that we mentioned, and every time he comes, he has a very distinctive voice. I just started to do some research on G4 Jag. I'm trying to get him on the show. I want to talk to him because he seems like maybe the newest member to Trust or whatever have you. But he stands out to me. He was breezing on this track with this guy. The Maseroni. I can't pronounce it. Sorry, guys. It's no disrespect. I just don't know what the fuck y'all be saying sometimes. The Mussolini. All right. And he's supposed to be having a joint project coming out with him that I'm very interested in, that I wrote the the fucking star asterisk because I really want this project to come out because G4 Jack, he really impressed me on a couple tracks between these two albums and stuff like that because he's around on here. Shay Noir, as always, steps up to the plate. She be holding it down for the ladies, and it was just so much thing. I do want to tell people, like, if they on these group tracks, this was a problem. Like, yo, make it your business to shout yourself out. Like, whether you got a distinguishable voice or not, when you come into these group tracks, it's like 5 and 6 niggas on these tracks, and you might know what 38 sound like, you might know the Flea Lord, you might know Graph, but then it might get a little convoluted if nobody never heard of you, or you know you haven't been in the spot like that. When you get on these tracks, make sure you shout yourself out, do a little something, make your own little ad lib up, just so that, you know, niggas can identify you a little better amongst all these masses. So it's crazy, dog. It's just so much music, so much music.
I always used to think about that. Like, if I was ever a rapper, like, I would be the most, like, y'all would hate me, like, you know what I mean? Because I would say my name every verse, one way or another. I'm trying a way to fit my name.
That's a golden era for you right there. Everybody say themselves. They give themselves a nickname. They say their name over the fucking nigga. They name be whole hooks on. You feel me? Nasty Nas to Esco to Escobar. You feel me? Got me spitting fucking Nas over to the Izzo right now on niggas. Okay, just to make a point. Like, you know what I mean? Take a step back. Make sure that you make yourself more visible. Ah, my nigga. The Flea Lord has dropped 3 fucking projects.
Once again, like, how much music are y'all fucking holding? Because it was like niggas went weeks without music. You know what I'm saying?
The episode before this, we called it the drop. This episode is the fucking flood. Like, it's a fucking flood. It's such a flood, and I know we haven't been, you know, like, but dog, this is just a mass amount of music. Now I'm gonna tell you, I fuck with the Flea Lord. All right, I want everybody to know that just straight off the gate. I fuck with the Flea Lord. I've been a fan of the Flea Lord since his Loyalty and Trust project. Well, on 38, then he dropped Rock America with Ito last year. That's one of my top 5 projects of the year. Now he has come out with 3 fucking projects. Pray for Evil. All right. Mandatory Respect. Pray for Evil though. Mandatory Respect. And this last one that just dropped, Lucky 13. Now, these is all different.
Right.
Right. And it's crazy because Pray for Evil is giving you the Flea Lord that you know. A lot of people don't even know who Flea Lord is, even though Conway shouts him out on one of the hottest freestyles we've seen. You know what I mean? People gotta go and research these artists and stuff like that. One of these is like a duo album, Mandatory Respect with Chase Fetty. That's like a duo album. You know, we're not familiar with Chase Fetty. The only thing I really wrote down for that was like, you know, like, you're the Flea Lord. Like, you don't gotta do every project with everybody, dog.
No, but this is the thing. After hearing it, and it still left me kind of just like confused a little bit. I think I want to sit with it. Like, I gotta really like purge my ears to be able to hear that by itself in its entirety. No skipping, no nothing, and try to see where his vibe was with it. Because I mean, you know, if he stepped out the box with it, you know what I mean, it's something in him that must have felt confident enough to make that album and think it would sound good.
I think it was a money grab. I ain't gonna lie to niggas, dog, because this is not the Flea Lord I'm used to. The joy with him and Chase Fetty, like, you know, Chase Fetty. Like, I'm thinking that it was just like that. And, you know, because he's very gifted and talented rapper, he's able to pull out bars and shit just out the clear blue sky. Out of all of these, though, it's crazy. I do like Lucky 13. He on this track, he's very personal as you can get as a grimy rapper and not talk too much about yourself. You wasn't really familiar with where he was from before you listened to this. You wasn't really familiar with, like, you know, certain things that was going around. he displayed a couple his storytelling skills on the track Jenny on there, where he's the dealer and then he's the drug and then he's just that and thoroughly stuff going on. You see him being kind of aspirational with now I'm on stage and fresh off tour. He bragging a little bit. Like he's not really a bragging type artist, but he is shouting out his accomplishments, which makes you very much so into him. He did start off the album saying that he had 3 projects and he's, out here working and stuff like that. So you gotta give credit where it's fucking due. Like
vulnerability. He's showing more sides of his personality. So vulnerability, right. In music, period, is just the way to connect with your fans. So definitely was, dope. But I think I like Pray for Evil. Pray for Evil more. Like, what I mean?
That was produced by Morpheus. That's what it was like. So that's
a good feel. Yeah.
Also, Conway gave us a crazy ass verse on there too on Steppers.
Yeah, and I missed the Conway. I mean, I don't know. I think me and Conway might be homies or something because I've never heard somebody like I think he got a house out here. I gotta pull up on him because he be shouting out
what's good.
Yeah, what I mean. We definitely supporters of Conway, and that's my guy. So shout out to him. Yeah, most
certainly. All right, you know what, Jersey, it's still so much to go through. Listen, Knowledge the Pirate dropped the album.
Yes.
Called Family Jewels. It's not an album. It's an EP, 6 tracks, 8 tracks, excuse me, or whatever have you. Produced by his. Produced by one of the producers he usually works with, Element, and also Italian producer called Cons. That's who was producing this thing. But this is a well orchestrated piece of work too. Here we go with these little EPs and stuff like that coming through there and having more value than albums with double the tracks on there. I was taken back by this. How did you feel about it?
This just goes to one of the things we always say, quality over quantity. Like, people will flood us with 15 to 18, sometimes even 20 something bullshit ass tracks that are just, random and whatever. But then you got somebody that could put out 6 bangers, 6 solid bangers that just shits on somebody's whole album, and it's like, you're happy for it, but we want more. Like, I was actually having a conversation with somebody about Knowledge the Pirate, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was me and a couple other people, because it was like my brother didn't hear of him, but little bro Mute, shout out to Mute, he know about him. So, he had just played some Knowledge the Pirate for my bro, and the first thing I said to my bro over the phone was like, tell Mute Knowledge got some new shit out. You know what I'm saying? So, he's spreading, his word is spreading, his name is spreading amongst the masses, he's getting soaked up in the right hip-hop circles, and this album is just one of those reasons why, but I just can't wait till that full-length joint come out, like that real full-length joint, like, hopefully towards the end of the year he give us something, I can't say when. He might drop something. Usually when people drop 6 songs right now, they'll probably have something during the summer or towards the tail end of the summer to carry us into the next year. But I really hope he gets his exposure off of this one. I think this is the one to get people looking at him like, yo, what's up with him? Like, who's Knowledge?
I like this better than Pray for Paris. I'll listen to this better than Pray for Paris. And it's crazy because he's taking a play on the art. The cover art on this is a picture of a Black Madonna. And they are talking about the Black Madonna. They're talking about all these things. But then he has these interviews with Sammy the Bull in there. So he's doing this thing where it's Italian mafia, Italian artwork, how everything is he's very woke in here. His knowledge. Yeah. You feel me? He's drawing all of these things together and it's coming out super fucking dope. Now, he got a track on here that he's taking the old Christmas Carol and shit like that. 4 swans are swimming, 5.
Yeah, 12 days.
He's flipping that shit around in there, which was definitely crazy to me. Just from the beginning of it, you know, just the whole thing is one of those things you could just run through, play. I like this better than Pray for Paris. I like Knowledge, the Pirates, Family, Jules better than Pray for Paris. That's all. That's it. That's all. You gotta just, you know what I mean? You're gonna get it. All right, we're gonna keep it moving a little bit. All My Heroes Are Dead. R.A. the Rugged
Man.
R.A. the Rugged Man. He's been around for 1,000 years. He has, you know, some classic verses out there, you know, and you know, he has classic verses out there. He's been around 1,000 years. Let's be concise, okay?
Oh shit.
A couple of features on here. Ghostface Killer, fucking Chuck D is on this album. Inspector Deck is on this album. How did you feel about this? Like when you just first listened?
Oh, you know, there's just the old New York. You know, you know, one of the rappers from the golden era. Somebody gave him a shot. Wanted to, you know what I mean? He wanted to put out some music. You know, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I got to definitely check for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's just hip-hop, though. It's just classic hip-hop. You know what I'm saying?
You know, this shit started off... Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying this album, like, started off strong. It didn't, like... It had this vibe. It was upbeat. It was good. It had this vibe. It didn't, like, these stupid tracks started coming in there that didn't fit the audio or the set, didn't fit the vision that he was first putting out there, and it seemed kind of scattered brain out there. Like it seemed kind of like, you know what I mean, it seemed kind of off to me. So here and there, it was crazy. Inspector Deck gave us a crazy verse.
He always does, but see, that's what I'm saying. The shit like that, like you get, like, you know what I mean, you got Ghostface, Inspector Deck, like you got that shit, but then you got some other off-brand ideas that just don't fit, and it just sounds like, okay, you just wanted to rap. Like, you really wasn't trying to sell records. You just wanted to rap, put something out.
He could have pulled back. He could have took some tracks off of this, and it'd been a much better
EP.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, you could do it. You could do that. That's one thing I wrote down here is like, you know, if it's gonna be like golden oldies, it got to be dope. It got to keep you the whole way through. It got to be dope. And this is one thing that, you know, it fell loose somewhere, but you know, listening to it, fell loose, and then it picked back up, but then it fell loose again, and then you gotta pick it back up. Like, you know, get all those loose ends out of there. Whoever's over there telling you or arranging your shit, you know what I mean, they gotta be fired for you to progress. It's crazy. I like it's so, I know people that really like this album. No, that's why I don't want to sit here and shit on it. But everybody, you know, like, you know, you can't. It's
no, I know. I mean, I know it's people that it fits. Don't get me wrong. I know he has a target audience. You feel me? He has a fan base even to this day. Like, we're not even gonna knock that. But we even though we're around that era, our ears still have advanced with time and with music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't. It was alright. Nah, it was alright. It was alright. All right, the Jungle Brothers dropped the album Keep It Jungle. Oh, Jersey, was this supposed to be like a live concert? Did I miss something? Was this like a live album, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I feel like. Some point in time, I was like, yeah, I was in there like this, and then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
right.
Not supposed to be doing that.
Right, like, I think, like, this, first of all, blindsided me because I didn't even know the Jungle Brothers were necessarily still rocking like that. However, you know what I mean? I know between that and then just knowing how overseas, how in Europe, Germany, you know what I mean, how well they're received, you know what I mean, they're like worshipped over there. So, you know what I mean, I can see this being like, you know what I mean, like, I would think this kind of came from maybe them a tour over there or some shit like that.
That's a feel.
And I mean, yeah, it gives a house,
but it's not
live.
Give it that feel. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like, you know what I mean, if they were over there and they were hosting a show or throwing a party or something, like, you know what I mean, like some throwback shit. Like when I went to a Far Side show in Seattle a couple years ago, same fucking feel, you know what I mean? But the only thing I can say is, you know what I mean, with Far Side, it was songs that I knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew the words to type shit, but still, Jungle Brothers, they got a vibe. Like, you know what I mean? You know what you get when you get with them, and, you know what I mean, good fun music, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, before you know it, that shit will just have you like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
a fact.
It's Jungle
That's a
Brothers,
fact.
you know what I mean? Like, they cracked house music in the hip hop back in the 80s before anybody was thinking about it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? We you know what I mean? I can't even disrespect the legends, like, you know what I mean? Some, and I feel like, especially with this quarantine weather, they just gave something new, something for somebody else to do, you know what I mean? All these DJs out there spinning and shit. DJ might throw it in the set somewhere, you know what I mean? Might fit, you know.
Oh yeah, some kids, you know, it's a track. It's one of the tracks is like cell phones. You know, throw your cell phone in the sky, do this, do that. That might be a good break for a party or something like that. You know, it was
that is
unexpected.
definitely
Well,
be.
I mean, nobody's expecting the Jungle Brothers album to come out in 2020, but you feel me? It was unexpected. It was alright to listen to. You feel me? Are you gonna listen to it again? No.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go back and listen to it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Next up on the itinerary, we coming down to the wire. Let's, you know, keep it real.
Really?
Next up, really, you know, a little bit. Yeah, we've been doing great. Look, we doing okay. Los Muertos, Berner and Be Real from Cypress Hill. Berner is a Taylor Gang artist. It's a number of features. Yeah, it's a number of features on this album. Ty Dolla $ign, Wiz Khalifa, Davies, Rick Ross, Exhibit is all over this album. How did you feel about listening to, like, you know, the Be Real in fucking 2020, not singing hits from the bong?
Cali, yo, like, I swear to God, I felt like I was in Cali. Like, I've listened to, Berner has a lot of albums and a lot of collabs, you know what I mean? Like, I've heard, like, he's had collabs with, like, Mozzie, you already said Rick Ross and all of them. He's done a whole album with Styles P, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's the usual, you know what I mean? It's the usual type of thing, you know what I mean? So it's not nothing different from what I was used to. You know what I mean? Got a couple vibes on here, a couple dope songs, but yeah, it's the usual, you know what I mean, from Berner. It just had me way back in Cali, but I didn't know he was going to take Be Real with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this was crazy. I wouldn't say it's real smooth, this album, on the low. Like, it's really polished, the sound is there, everything is right. Like, you know, you before you know this, you're like, I'm only listening to this. I don't think I'm gonna get far on the album. But before you know it, you don't listen to the whole fucking album, which is a great, like, it's a great thing. Like, I didn't have a good expectations going to this, so it exceeded my expectations on it. You feel me? That track with Rick Ross be breezing on these joints. That track with Exhibit 2 was nice to hear Exhibit voice, but this is something too, like, you know, I might go back and listen to a couple of these people.
Yeah. Like, Berner always keeps a track or two that, you know what I mean, you could definitely, you know what I mean, remix, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna say the whole album, but yeah, like, that's like, he be having some good ass weed. Apparently, a lot of people say Berner be having that fire. So shout out to Berner. You know
they talk about Smoke Dizzle like that too. So I'm always, whenever somebody say, like, you know, rappers who have the best weed, Smoke Dizzle's name always come up. You feel me? Just salute to. All right. So Jersey, you actually sent me over the link for an album by RJD2 called The Fun Ones.
Right.
I'm gonna just tell you, I needed this album. I needed this.
I
needed this album. Like, you know, usually when you do this, I'm gonna just keep it real. I'll be like, you know, what the fuck is Jersey about to have me into? And, you know, I was so surprised by this. It was just like all beats, like it was just all just music. I really enjoyed this. You gotta tell me some more about them though. Like, I'm not familiar with RJD2.
Okay, so RJD2, like, this goes back to like early 2000s. I'm coming home from Georgia, stopping my sophomore year of college, come back to Camden. The first album, one of the first albums that I heard was LP's Fantastic Damage and Cannibal Ox by RJD2. You know what I mean? I'm not, and I want to say that's the name of the album. I might be mistaken, but I heard those two albums and they completely blew my mind. I didn't know who they were. And I'm talking about, this is in the era of Rockefeller, Blueprint 1, H to the Izzo, Freeways just dropping, you know what I mean? 50 is blowing shit up. Like, out of all of this, I'm hearing this other shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was really key to my ears, you know what I'm saying? And also around this time, you got to think, Madlib had already dropped Unseen, and he's starting to pick up with the Loot Pack and whole West Coast movement that they're doing, you know what I'm saying, with like MED and all and Wild Style and all of them. But then you got Dilla blowing up with Slum Village and Quelle and that whole Detroit movement. Like, it was so much going on at this time, you know what I'm saying? So for all of that and to hear that music stand out, you know what I mean? And it was totally not even in any type of lane of any hip hop that was existing. It's stuck to me, you know what I'm saying? So I've always been watching and, you know what I mean, always just watching and hearing, you know what I mean, if I can find little things, you know what I mean, whenever they drop, like whenever RJD2 drops something. And I mean, he snuck on like basketball soundtracks and video game soundtracks here and there, you know what I'm saying? So his production is elevated, his work is grown, and it's actually, you know, outside the box of the music world. And he threw this back down, and I was just like, whew, you know what I mean? This has got to be some inspiration for other producers, and like I really appreciated this album, like, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I mean, just for people that have gone beyond where they started at in music. It's still kind of, it's almost like a way to reach back and still show some love, and you know what I mean, just show some appreciation for where you came from, you know what I'm saying.
It's crazy. This like I was totally thrown off guard by this. I didn't go front, but just like you said, like, oh, this is out the box. This is a different type of hip hop, but it's hip hop. I can't even put it in that same lane. We talked about Skyzoo and Quelle Chris's album that just dropped, because it's like this jazz thing, but it ain't. And it's like this hip hop thing.
Like a jazz fusion.
It's not like, you know, it's not even coming across like, you know, the Free Nationals album. It's so different. Like it was so different for me, and I was just like, I listened to the whole way through, and like I said, when you said, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what did Jersey got me listening to? And as soon as I put it on, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go again with me riding down the block, shit knocking, ain't nobody outside because it's quarantine, but you get what you could feel. You could feel them looking at you. You could feel them looking at you. So it was a good thing. It was such a dope project. Everybody get into that RJD2, the fun ones. You feel me? I really did need that album, so I gotta
definitely. If you're a producer, you would love that album because there's so many sounds, so many different vibes on there. He in his bag. He's definitely in his bag on that one, and I know you'll probably hear something that you could pick apart.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just dope. Yeah,
it's just dope.
Just tap into that. Please tap into
the link will be down there. Make sure, you know what I mean. It's so many links. I don't know if everybody ain't gonna make it. Everybody ain't gonna make it. Make sure I'm
thinking about it. I might like the description might just be all links and segments. Like that's it. Like I don't want to put it.
You know, it should be links to the lesser known projects, because everybody it should be links to the. We're gonna get it right over here.
We'll figure it out, yo.
This link is gonna be in the. Y'all need to just check this out. Another album that you put me up on. You know, this is not even my speed at all. All right. There's a DVSN, Amusing Her Feelings. I was like, you know what? All right, here we go again. Like I said, anytime Jersey send me a link, I'll be like, you know, what the fuck am I about to start listening to? I kind of liked this project. I did see the influences going on. He have a lot of things going. Is he like a world rapper? Like, is he like where's he from and what he be doing? Because he got a lot of dancehall influence on there. It's a couple of
I can't.
Futures
like
on
I
this
can't
album.
I can't even really say that much. Like I just know, like I've been catching, like I've caught a couple of his albums, and I'm just like, yo, this is dope work. So I saw this and I was just like, let me just throw this on here, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know me, like I mean, I listen to everything. So you know, sometimes I need stuff to listen to in my downtime to kind of keep me creative and stuff. Plus, you know, I got like my little daughters, like I need to be needing something that's kind of softer to, you know what I mean, just be able to play easy around them, you know what I mean? So this came across, and I'm sorry, but I like a lot of the vibes on this. It's a lot of cool out vibes, especially with having to stay in a fucking house. As much as I'm tired of looking at these fucking walls, but I'm starting to get creative and, you know, do different things. And I mean, this is good vibes. This is good vibes on this. So that's why, you know what I mean, I just slid it out there just for people that need a little break from, you know what I mean, hearing the same old, you know what I mean. We got to give you know, some alternative options out there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is definitely one of them, you know what I'm saying?
This is definitely one of them. You know, you got a track with Bluest Bantan. What the fuck? How can I say? I get a chance to say Bluest Bantan 2020 Popcorn. He had Party Next Door on this on this too, and like I said, Future, you know, it was a nice little thing. Not necessarily my vibe, but I see where you was coming from for it, but it sounds like real open to me. Like, you know, it's real like an expansive thing like going on here. So I definitely salute the recommendation for that. Shout out to DVSN. You know what I mean? If something else drop, I'll check you out. You feel me? Like, straight up. So that's always good. Now we got a couple like mainstream releases that took place on 420. Wiz Khalifa dropped the Saga of Wiz Khalifa. What was your thoughts on this?
Predictable, bunch of weed songs. You know, themed. You know, it's Wiz. I don't know when he's going to come out with a real focused body of work, but you know.
Listen,
Smoke holiday.
I'm gonna stop you. You know what I wrote down here on the paper? Did this nigga fall off? Did this nigga fall off? It's not even typical Wiz. Wiz is known to give you a banger. The hottest thing on this album is the still Wiz. He stole it still DREB. You feel me? Still Dre.
Trash.
It flipped it around.
Trash.
Like, did this nigga fall off? Like, what have you been doing all this time? Like, you know, like he produces bangers, chart-topping bangers. Where's the fucking
This is
banger?
why I said I'll just wait for a more focused project. I didn't take this serious.
Go get it. This was focused. How more focused can you get being Wiz Khalifa, naming your shit the Saga of Wiz Khalifa? You're the next Snoop Dogg when it comes down to smoking rappers that smoke weed. You have a weed named after you, motherfucker. I brung it to the East Coast first. I'ma tell niggas this. And guess what? You sit here fucking maybe 6 years later, and drop some stupid shit like this. You fucking fell off, dog. Where is Black and Yellow? Where is motherfucker? Where is
that is done? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Looking like phone numbers. Now, where's all of that shit? None of that. Nothing like that. It sounded like he just started rapping yesterday. I was really motherfucking like. I was really, really disappointed by that. I was really disappointed by that.
I'm telling you, it came out on 420. I gave it the pass because it's just for the sake of 420. I let him live. No, I ain't take that shit serious. Bruh. I felt like that was a bunch of throw together shit. Like, I can't even fun. But listen, nah, like, no, like like when Wiz came out though, I'm not going to sit up there and act like he was like a super dope lyrical MC. He was just a good rapper, you know what I mean? So like, but I think he fell off.
Yeah, he fell off.
Quality wise,
he able to construct hits, dog. Like, you're able to construct hits. Like, this nigga used to sneeze on the track, like, and it'd be fire, like, you know what I mean? And this is crazy. Like, I ain't expect nothing. Nigga, I want to say or nah, but I'm lying. What's the other one? We Them Boys. We Them Boys.
Okay. So then we are okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I thought that was the last song that might have been even popular by him. Yeah, and that was ass. So anyway,
it's trash. Another mainstream release, just a you know what I mean, should a little mix up in here. Blame It on Baby, the Baby. Jersey, I didn't listen to it. I'm gonna confess something to you. I told you to listen to it. I hope you didn't, or for the fact that I couldn't make it past the first song because all I hear are the punch-ins. I hate punch-in rappers. Not that I hate them, but I cannot deal with overly punched-in rappers because if that's the case, I can motherfucking go in the booth and do that same thing. There's a couple of features on here we're gonna get through. Quavo is on here, Future, Roddy Ricch coming off of the box and his, smash album and My Antisocial. He got a song with Megan Thee Stallion in Ashanti called Nasty. I have heard absolutely none of this because of his first joint on there, so it's sad.
Yo, I blame Instagram and Twitter.
We're gonna put that down.
This nigga is ass. He's ass. He's ass. He's had the same flow for about forever, and then he puts out this whack ass shit. And I actually listened, and I actually had tried to listen to it. After I've already written him off and said I don't even listen to this shit, I still tried.
I'm sorry.
Ass.
I have nothing more but to agree with you that he is completely and utter ass. You know, he has some bops. He's capable of doing that. You feel me? But you know, this no.
Yes, what?
He is capable of putting like you know he like you know put out.
What did you call
like
it? You called it. It started with a B. What was that?
Bops? Did I say that?
That is for children. That is for children. Goddamn it. That is for children.
Kids bop. You're right. Fuck man. Damn. All right. Listen, he's capable of putting out these bops for niggas that like to dance, but this here I don't even like this at all. You know what's happening with him because he had a real successful start. Everybody sees like he's not gonna be around too much longer. Just off of that, so they're trying to scram and put whatever in. He's like a more on the beat Blueface, if you know what I mean. Like he's like a more on the Blueface.
Yo, he make music for grown men that can't get on the roller coasters at Six Flags. Like, oh God, like all short niggas under 5'6", 5'7". Like y'all all make like that's definitely all they music. Like all.
Luda was short like that and he could spit, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Anyway.
I will never ever disrespect Ludacris by even trying to put it. You know what? Next album.
Listen, we done with all the albums. That was the last album. I want to end that shit on a low note. I want to make sure the trash album was the last album. We do got a couple of singles though. Just a brief thing with the singles. Bishop Moran 2 and FM Doom dropped a track Meathead. They had also worked together on a track on a project called Nerivian Tuesday. I can't even pronounce none of these shits they be doing in the underground and stuff like that. It was alright. That Meathead Meathead was dope. I sip a hot tea watching Archie flip on Meathead. That was the opening line on that or whatever. That was dope. I like the Bishop though. People be styling on him, but he was another one of these artists, that list that we was talking about later.
He's been listen, ever since I heard him with Fickle Minds sit up there and produce and put the Tupac interview in the beginning of Fickle Minds when Tupac was locked up. Come on, man. Let me know that young boy was ahead of his time. And then he got in the room, you know what I mean? So shout out to him. Anybody else you want to add on there? Like anybody else though? Because I know Big Fly 420, Anakin and Kahuna, they threw something out there recently. They just threw out a recent Big Fly. It's pretty dope as fuck. And God Fahim, I've slept 2 episodes, and I'm so sorry because I've been really wanting to talk about this so bad, and I feel so bad about
it. Which one is?
The most recent project. It's slipping my mind. Yes. Listen,
I mentioned it before. You still wasn't up. I mentioned it on the last show, dog.
Right, but this is the thing. It's real heavy because a friend of the family actually has production with the God Fahim, and you know, we always want to celebrate everybody's accomplishments. So you know what I mean. Shout out to Mute One. You know what I mean. The bro is always out there. You working. You doing a lot. You know what I mean. He's always working with Apollo. You know what I mean. So on and so forth. But you know what I mean. He got some work with the God Fahim. So shout out to bro. I wanted to buy an album because he had it in a press sample vinyl. He had it in gold, silver, and black. They sold out fast. So,
I checked it. I checked for it. Definitely correct on that note because I checked for it. Always want to show my support to Mule because he's always supported us how he does, kicking us, giving us all the fly beats and stuff like that. So we've been saluting everybody this whole fucking show. Everybody gets a salute. You, me, Mule. Everybody who's been a part of it. Look at somebody trying to put us on. Of course, we talked about it.
Yes, you know we did.
You're late. It's okay. It's all right. You can go back and watch it. You'll figure it out. We are already up on it.
Hell yeah.
That's my girl, though. I fuck with her all the time.
Yeah, she always be on it, man. Shout out to Random Elbow. You know what I mean? She's dope. Please follow her, and she has a radio station that she be having popping with the music too. You know what I mean? We're gonna drop a link for all that. So
let's get it.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah, we got to do this more often though. We really got to. This quarantine They letting people out back into the world, man.
I'm not
Please,
going.
y'all, like,
I'm
if
not
y'all
going.
gotta go out there, be safe. But man, don't go out there if y'all ain't gotta go out there for real. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Real quick, I do want to shout out everybody who did participate in our last
Ah,
challenge, the hashtag LSCD currency challenge. You know what I
yes,
mean? Where we asked a couple of artists that we deal with to kick a freestyle to the Tonight Show produced by DJ Fresh or Grand
yes.
Cookies Bowl produced by Static Selector coming from Currency. Shout out to Official Naeem. Shout out Lotus Dollar Sign. Shout out
Mm,
the reigning champion, Rome Wise. Shout out
mm,
Bonzilla. Shout out my man's Jazz Gotti all day. Shout out
all
Six
day.
Will. Salute to Six Will
Six.
for dropping that at the last minute. And shout out to the girl, the young rap god. Don't refer to her to nothing but young rap god. You feel me? I
Rap
appreciate all you
God.
guys. We appreciate you guys. Once this quarantine lift up, I got something real special in mind. Everything's been throwing our stuff back, but I got
Yeah.
something very special in mind just for y'all because y'all participated. It was really no winners or no losers in this joint. Everybody
Word.
really stepped up and did their thing. Also, my guy, Sammy 2 times. All right, and you know,
Yo,
forget
Sammy
about you
2G.
2 times.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, 2 times. This is your second time being in our little, challenge thing. This time you stepped it up. Man, I was impressed, but a lot of people I never really heard before.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was very impressed by Jazz Gotti because he has such an energy about. He's always running around and
That's
doing
my
shit.
guy, though.
He's
Yeah.
always running around and doing shit, and he was like, it was just like real focus and stuff like that. It was really really dope to see, and everybody take this serious for us. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Don't forget all the dancers. You know what I mean? We got the other challenge joint coming to you, LSCD. You feel me? Living Happy Challenge. We gonna get
Yeah.
it. Like I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I'm gonna start it off. You gonna finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want none of that. You don't want no smoke, dog. You don't want none. All right, listen. We still gotta figure out what the fuck is the ambulance dance in there, but that you know what I
Whatever
mean.
the fuck that shit sounds crazy.
I'm telling you, once it drops, y'all better do that shit because I'm not gonna be up here looking crazy by myself. We're gonna do it. So it's all good. It's all right. But yes, we gotta do this. We supposed to be on our grind doing it. I don't know how come in quarantine we don't have more time. We have less time in quarantine, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, just stay busy, stay safe, stay healthy. Wash your face, wash your hands, wash your ass, brush your teeth. We here, we in the building. Like I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean?
All day and tomorrow, nigga. Check for us.
Yeah.
Come talk to us. You feel me? We both two timeline terrorists, and every day we get popping. Like we get the conversation popping, no doubt. So you feel me?
I've been in the lab.
He be lurking.
Been in the lab way too much, but
he be lurking on the conversations. What he be in there. I call on him when necessary. You feel me?
When y'all start talking crazy, y'all be talking crazy on the timeline. Like like y'all just started listening to rap like 2010. Like 2010. Y'all don't be
and
knowing.
They old
y'all
just started listening to rap. They ain't even new heads. The new heads are going through their homework more than the old heads. Crazy.
A lot of y'all niggas was listening to Luther and Keith Sweat. Now y'all want to talk like y'all been listening to hip hop, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Fucking mid-condition ass niggas. Get Anyway, Jersey, it's been fun as always. We're not gonna sit here and do this. We gonna have a whole nother episode. We just sit here pop shit about all the stupid motherfuckers. But it's been really fun. As always, everybody, make sure y'all support y'all artists. Make sure y'all help y'all artists be visible. Make sure you help push your artists along. Don't be scared for your artists to blow. That's gonna be the next Salt in the Game coming out. Why are we scared for motherfucking our favorite artists to get any type of success or blow? So we got to make sure we help them along in their vision. Jersey, I salute you as always, my guy.
Salute you, man, of money. And also, speaking of supporting your artists, Bandcamp is waiving all their fees, so all your money goes to your favorite artists. So we throwing links. They always doing that. So we gonna throw links to everybody that we name. You know what I mean? God Fahim, Mutant Academy. You know what I mean? Uncle John. You know what I mean? So on and so forth, the love, you know what I mean? Let's get this money, you know what I mean? Let's spread it out. So, you know what I mean?
Let's get it.
But yeah, Jersey the 420 Chef, always on it, you know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. Well, holla at you.
Salute. We seeing you guys around.
Hustlers stealing the Applejack tilts when he leans. Billy and Naj, Asian fashion face, Brett lean. Translucent through the stars is how my life is seen. The murder metro metropolis where ghosts breed. Politic with gangsters with a gentleman's pedigree. Prestigious, move confetti for 2 seasons. Max Julian, diamond encrusted black Jesus. Millionaire mindset working in parrot echoes. String deals together like Wall Street's Gordon Gecko. See no Hannah Weaver while sipping on Pellegrino.
Shout out to LSCD. Follow on Twitter and all that good stuff. Survivor Guild dropping this Friday. Check it out. But let's go. Take a shot before I'm back bored out the week bound. So clear, don't cry tear, but I see now. Y'all freestyle, so I think through life. Jordan before me if I don't make the slice. BTK the ice in me for slicing. Gracing my style before biting. Chopper fly mouth, y'all in trouble. One and the other, boy doing go through the hustle. Shotgun who open in the field. Pass on new guy going deep with the deal. And Mary in the session and touchdown. Could have been six, but you on us now. So this.
You know what time it is, nigga? J-Phone to the days, turn your heart. I brought you in this world and I can take you out it. Put a roll for Stephen King, cause bitch I'm bout it. Coming off the top like Latino heat, I'm the sun done. Let me explain what I mean. I got sets on the west and I rides on the east, well rounded like a bottle of Louis 13. Most these niggas act like friends, but they fucking trash. So did I burn a bridge or did I clear a path?
Wash your fucking hands, nigga. Wash your fucking hands and drink some water. Shit thick in the color purple Oprah. I know different ways you can hurt a soldier. Punch the earth and collect your stones from a broken boulder. The pressure from when I smash shit create gems. Copperfield magic with the hands, but Goliath fucking buckle from the weight of tens. Choky cheek. Fire on niggas with the focus cheat. 3 eyes, how you know they'll feel the least? But you claim all you know is peace. Like I believe you got no thumbs. So dumb. Shit so tough. Shit so tough. Nigga wanna fuck the globe up. I feel like an outlaw, cold crush. And shit ain't all been peaches, I want a cold crush. Rave master, solar blaze, so stuck. Force a million sons, I got the glow, niggas showing up.
She love $30. She say freedom is what Guap offers, and then she entertain them right in their house, like Homebox offers. Some bad chicks I know, extra plug, dealing with celebs, 6 in the morning, like the Breakfast Club, no interest in love. Shit, her only interest in thugs who come from the Jackson, invest in drugs, and what none of us got it right. The hood main agenda was push all white like God and light. She say, Jazz, I ain't slacking, honey. Just like the freestyle, we both had deadlines for Madam's money. Get your bread and then progress with power. The expenses we gotta cover like a towel, fresh out the shower. Every day we serve several zips. The way we grew up would have thought the devil lives where the ghetto is. A place full of licks and jokes where the bricks is cooked. The narrative is just untrue, like the history book.
Sorry I'm late, no excuses, I'm quarantined in. Is all this chaos gonna take me off the deep end? Getting to the cash, only bag that I'm trying to beat in. Can't wait till summer, I'm through with you niggas sleep in. Hit the haze, watch me breathe in. I breathe it out too. Check the aura and check the style too. Fucking with me ain't 50-50. Keep it a couple hundred. Riding high, nigga, I'm double blunted.
Have a work and make it hurricane. Never chase the fame. What's the point of all that paper when you're chained? I won't sell my morals just to make a name. Never. Still gon' shake the game. Street and conscious, I'm the perfect blend. Through my resume away, I never work again. Nope. If we don't take a leap of faith, then how do we escape from the prison that we all live in as they keep us in gates? I will never deviate from the speeches I make. Nope. Thoughts of trying to be a great is what keeps me awake. I am currently the master of the new age. In this currency of rappers, I'm the new wave. Pay attention. What do you expect? I'm from New York's bottom. New being rich should come with more problems. Soon to be the captain, know exactly where I wanna be in 5 years.